We are about 5 minutes from showtime. Do you have anyone who wants to volunteer to be our guinea pig for this evening? Just write me in the chat. It just means we'll take a 30-second sample of your voice and submit it to the portal, Sound Health portal, which is our workstation, public workstation, and you'll get to see your report. We do have the question box up tonight. I've invited Anita to be a panelist, so if you have questions, she may be able to answer them for you. Anita's been with us quite a few years and is a trainer. She lives in Canada. Anita says she'd be very happy to answer any questions for this evening. Do you want to set out that question to everyone instead of just the panelists?
The choice I have is organizers and panelists or organizers, so I think panelists includes everybody. I think everybody will see it.
The panelists is only you and me at this point. If you go down to your own name at the bottom, you can hit all, entire audience. I'll write it. Anita is standing by for questions. There, it went to the entire audience. Hi, Larry. Hi, Phyllis. Glad to see some familiar names. Lots of new people here. That's wonderful. Hi, Joanne. Teresa, it says you have a question. We have about 2 minutes till showtime. You're just saying hello? Do you want to volunteer for this evening, Teresa? Okay. Teresa's going to be our guinea pig for this evening. 1 minute till showtime.
I'm happy to help, Sherry, but I'm not seeing a list of attendees or my name at the bottom or a chat, so I'm not sure. Maybe I need to log out and log back in again. Or just, I see a panel that says webcam audio attendees, but I'm not seeing the names except yours and mine. Maybe I need to click on something different.
Well, we're under staff, and there is another tab to the left of that that says attendees.
Yeah, I've got attendees that says 31 of 501, but when I click on that little button, nothing shows up. Maybe if I separate it.
I don't know how to tell you any different.
Okay. I'll do this. I don't know if I'll see their questions when they pop up or not, that's all. Because I'm not seeing any chat at all.
Well, I will try to keep.
It does, it says chat, but I'm just seeing you and me. I'll log back in. I'll log out and log back in.
Okay. Thank you for being here. We tried to do this about 2 weeks ago, and right as we were starting to broadcast the show, there was a water main break in this old schoolhouse, and it came down in the electric room and the phone room and put everything out. We came online, we went back out, came online, went back out again. And we really didn't know what was happening, but it was so upsetting, I just decided to postpone it. So here we are this week, and we're going to do something as part of our series, Mathways to Health. We're going to talk about the leaky gut conundrum. And I'm going to give you some surprising information that you may never have heard before about what is causing leaky gut and why it's so important. We are recording this session. We'll try to have it up for you tomorrow, along with the links that we have for you, as soon as I find those links. And we'll also be putting some links in the chat. And the chat is usually at the bottom, and as you roll over it, it will light up, and just click it and it'll let you into the chat or the questions. Everybody's system is different. So leaky gut. Leaky gut is experienced by a lot of people, and you can tell you have it because there's usually a lot of belly bloat. In the gut is your large and small intestines, and usually in the small intestines, the lining of the gut becomes porous or leaky, and the food stuff starts to leak through into the stomach cavity and starts up a fight, because the body really sees this as an invader. And so it tries to stop everything that's going on. Allergies, a lot of allergies come from this, as the body tries to fight off what it considers to be foreigners in its bowel system. So you can see the bowel here, and then it becomes permeable. It leaks into the cavity of the stomach. What can cause this? Alcohol, cocaine, anything that eats through the lining. And they used to, in the olden days, they had a great, well, they didn't have all the food causing all this problem, but they had a great thing for it, slippery elm bark. If any of you have ever chewed this for digestive issues, and you chew it and it gets really slimy, not bulky slimy, sort of watery slimy, and it tastes pretty gross, but it will help rebuild that lining. The lining needs mucin, and mucin is what's in that slippery elm that can help you reestablish the gut, and I'll give you a lot more information about that. So sugar, lack of digestive enzymes, lupus, glutamate deficiency, grains and sugars are two major culprits. And I'm going to give you a couple of other culprits that you may have not have thought about. MSG, monosodium glutamate. There's some pathogens, there's some medicine. Malabsorption of minerals. Vaccine. And it affects almost every part of your body. Polycystic ovary syndrome, because all this foreign stuff is in your gut, and for women their reproductive organs are there, and this foreign stuff attaches itself to part of the outside of the gut and starts an inflammation. But it also affects your brain and your mood, your sinuses, your throat, your energy, your thyroid, your stress levels, your adrenals, your pain and your joints, arthritis, because the body's fighting an invader. So lots of issues can be run down with leaky gut. We are putting leaky gut up on our public portal, our public workstation, soundhealthportal.com. I just sent the stuff over this afternoon for them to get it up. So you can go to soundhealthportal.com, sign up for this free 2-week trial, and you can test your own leaky gut. We are going to test somebody this evening. Teresa is volunteered to be our guinea pig. And so we're going to see if she has leaky gut. Most everybody does that has any kind of allergies. Associated with leaky gut, well, here's the mucin that protects the lining of the intestines. And you could buy things at Amazon that help fill the mucin back in. Zinc, just like zinc helps heal diaper rash and cuts, and it can help heal from the inside too. Lactoferrin, alanine, amino acid, arginine, bismuth, glycine. I'm going to give you some links to this so you can follow up. Magnesium, marshmallow root, proline, quercetin. Quercetin's good for so many things. It's vitamin C related. Oxalic acid, vitamin A, threonine, and zonulin. Zonulin and ZOT are biomarkers that your body is trying to heal itself. Things to avoid: grains, because they deactivate your nutrients. Best soaked. Sugars, any kind of sugars. Milk. I was a little surprised because they tell you to take milk to coat your stomach. Soda pop. Did you think soda pop can eat holes in your gut lining? You'd think if your stomach acid doesn't eat the holes, certainly soda pop. And the other big one that we'll talk about is glyphosate, Roundup. They spray this Roundup on crops to get rid of bugs. But when they begin to pick the fruits or vegetables, they spray the Roundup to get rid of the green stuff. And so it also gets into the ripe fruit. And they're even finding glyphosate Roundup in baby food now. And that is causing a lot of problems with the bowel. It is a pro-inflammatory, the Roundup, and also when the stuff from your gut gets into your, I need a drink of water, gets into your stomach cavity, it can cause the leaky gut. Alcohol, a lot of people, alcohol turns to grain, or grains turn to alcohol, and they have trouble with carbohydrates and sugars. Toxins like GMOs and vaccines, bacteria, allergies, lactic acid, that's what's left over when you exercise hard and makes your muscles stiff. Prostaglandins, which are inflammatories in the body. COX enzymes, which is a response to inflammation. Lack of digestive enzymes, trans fat, the bad oils, sunflower, the oils that are just beat to death in processing, food additives, and sometimes Lyme disease, sometimes Candida. This is a link, a large one, and I will put it in the chat. This is about gut restoration, and it's a great thing to know about and will help you put together a pattern. And I'm sending it to everybody, a pattern to reestablish your gut. Leaky gut and glyphosate, we're talking about Roundup here, and it can even go so far as to cause inflammatory bowel disease. It can induce a severe tryptophan deficiency, which really messes up your thought processes. So good fresh fruits and vegetables are really good to help heal a leaky gut. Also, glyphosate destroys the bacteria that protects the gut. This is what Roundup looks like in the store, and its active ingredient is glyphosate. Causes infertility, miscarriages, obesity, respiratory issues, ADHD, Alzheimer's. There goes that timer. I thought I had turned that off. Sorry about that. Autism, decreased testosterone for your men in the audience, decreased sperm, infertility, delayed puberty, cancer, celiac. A lot of countries have outlawed Roundup, and even in the United States, they have found that Roundup causes cancer. And there's a lot of lawsuits about it. Kidney disease, colitis, depression, diabetes, heart disease, hypothyroidism, leaky gut, liver disease, ALS and MS and Parkinson's, these all attack your muscles. I could put this in here, catch this link and put it in here. 15 health problems linked to Roundup. I will also put this, when we put up the video tomorrow, I'll put all of these links for you. This is an example of what it looks like in your vocal print. This is aspartame. This is a toxin. And this is part of a project we did testing Diet Pepsi, which is the note of D. So this looks kind of thick on one side and thin on the other, and that indicates that your body is reacting to it as a toxin. I'm looking up at the top here to see. Here's another link, foods that cause leaky gut. So it goes in much more depth than I did. I wanted, since we only have an hour, I wanted some time for us to be able to do a demonstration rather than just giving you lots and lots of information. So here are links. You can save the links by we'll tell you how at the end. So 15 problems caused by Roundup. I should put that in there. Anita is here to answer questions. I hope she's back. And if she is, she can open her mic. Let me make sure I have her in the panel section. She is not, but I am making her a panelist now, so she can answer questions for you. Ten signs that you have a leaky gut. So I'll put that in here for you. Leaky gut is something very, very personal. Nobody can do anything about it but you. Usually pills and trying to reestablish the gut is good, but it has to come from inside you. Nobody can go on a diet for you. Nobody can heal your leaky gut but you, and your diet has a lot to do with it. So you want to make sure you have healthy fats to reduce the inflammation, phytochemicals, colorful plants, fruits and vegetables, bone broth. This came from my daughter-in-law. She had a reaction to a medication and got leaky gut, and so she healed it with bone broth. Fermented foods, and I've heard good and bad about fermented foods, whether or not they are good for a leaky gut. And there's more healthy fats here. These herbs may reduce inflammation. Turmeric, that yellow stuff I throw in soup, is supposed to be great for arthritis. And they have a new kind out called turmeric 3. They claim it is much more potent. Oregano, garlic, green tea, blueberries, ginger, biflavonoids, acetic acid, essential fatty acids, fresh vegetables, walnuts, flaxseed, and grapefruit seed oil. Now, grape, not grapeseed oil, grapefruit. And the best kind that I have ever found, most potent, is Nutri, N-U-T-R-I, biotic. This is some of the things that can help reestablish your gut lining and other things that glyphosate in these grains challenge. Collagen, which helps hold your skin together and your joints and tendons and ligaments. L-glutamine, most of the products that you see out there to support your lining of your gut are glutamine based. Digestive enzymes. I love glycophage. My favorite is from Nature's Sunshine, just called food enzymes, and mostly because it comes from natural sources. Probiotics, fish oil, and there's the turmeric 3. I didn't remember that I put it in there. This potent anti-inflammatory spice can help with inflammatories occurring in the gut lining, as well as inflammation throughout the body. So can chocolate, and I love that idea, that chocolate can help with inflammation. Plus, it helps support and detox the liver, which also helps with inflammation. This is Dr. Josh Axe, and I will take this link and put it in the chat for you. It's a video and tells you what to do about your leaky gut. Enough information. Oh, a couple more, sorry. This is something I found on Amazon just today, and it has a lot of glucosamine. I have to warn you, some of these have glucosamine chondroitin in them. Chondroitin is from shellfish, and if you start taking it and it puts bags under your eyes, you're probably allergic to the shellfish. So be careful about causing another problem by taking a repair supplement. The one that I found I like the best is Gut Assist, but it has glucosamine in it too. But it's gluten-free, sugar-free, no fillers, supports gut health, and whoops, I guess I can't. This is just static. But you can go on Amazon and see what the ingredients are. And there's some that are not very expensive, like $11 and up. I don't know if I'd trust them. I'd go looking to see what is really going on. And you can get this in flavors. So that's about all that I have found on leaky gut, other than It can just cause all kinds of allergic reactions and inflammation. Anita is saying she likes intestinal new from Renew Life. Intestine new. She's put it in the chat for everybody. Okay, we're gonna try to open Teresa's information, because first we are going to go to my Sound Health portal. I thought I already had this open. When you go sign up for the portal, just soundhealthportal.com and sign in. I don't remember what it's under, but we'll look at it. The Sound Health portal, sign in, but you can sign up also. They just need your information so they can send your reports. Under services, here are some of the free reports. And it doesn't look like they have leaky gut up here yet. Stem cells is important, bio diet, PTSD. We want to put up methylation mapping, but this is where you can go and say, I want a free voice analysis, and it'll give you information. You can leave your vocal print right here, and it gives you all instructions of everything to do. Now, a warning, garbage in, garbage out. If you use your cell phone to do this, it is not accurate. If you don't use the right mic, it won't be accurate, especially in the very first part. And don't use a really expensive vocal mic because it filters your voice. So we are going to start not inside the Sound Health portal because I'm already a participant there. I'm going to start as if I don't have a portal account. So we're going to start with something called Audacity. And this is free. And we have a little instruction booklet for you, tell you exactly how to do this and how to set up everything. You go to Edit and Preference, and there is a booklet on our Sound Health Options site that tells you how to do this. Mostly you unsnap overdub, you go to quality, and you want 32 hertz, 16-bit. You want best quality. You can pick your mic, playback, don't need that. Devices, I'm using, we do have a different kind of mic here. It may not work. I may have to change it, but just keep changing it till it finally works. When you are speaking, let me get rid of this. You hit the red dot, blah, 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 blah. So you can see here in the beginning, nothing. And now this means I have some conversation here. This is the timer, and we're only going to need 30 seconds. So square is stop. And let's get rid of that. And let me see if we can get Therese Riley. I'm going to move you to a panelist, Therese, so that you can open your microphone. Can you see where there is staff and attendees? Can you see the list of people that's here? Therese, can you talk to us?
There we go.
Yeah, you sound great.
Oh.
Okay, talk
I'm
to me
glad to be
about
here.
why you think you might have a leaky gut, and I'm going to hit, wait a minute, red
Okay.
button. And you're going to talk for 30 seconds, all right?
Okay, say that again.
I'm going to hit this red button and you're going to talk for 30 seconds, which is
Got
here. Okay, go.
Hi, my name is Teresa Riley, and I really have no doubt that I have a leaky gut. I am, oh boy, just want to talk and make sure I get some vocal prints in there. And I know I have Hashimoto's disease. I had my thyroid removed 34 years ago, and everything on that flyer was my problems. I am kind of a mess right now. I'm 64 and not getting much better with the local doctor.
Okay, we got it now. I did
Okay.
33 seconds because I can go back to a little where there's nothing and I can roll over it and just chop it out. But I want not to save this. I want to export it as a wave. And notice where I'm putting it, waves online. TRESAR. You want to name everything unique or it'll knock out the last one. So we're going to save it.
Oh.
I want to keep that just in case. And I'm going to go back to my part of the portal. Everybody who signs up gets their own little space. I love it that the portal keeps everything you do and you can compare them over time. The first 2 weeks are free for you to play with and see what's going on. Now I want a new person. So TERESA, and we don't want to give everything away. Make up a birthday, Therese.
12/5/56.
And that's so we can pull out the data based on 60 people or how many people have kidney disease in Florida that are 50 years or older. So it's a way for us to bring out data. We usually put in your email, we won't here. What state are you in?
California.
So CA. And you're a female. And we could put digestion or something here. I don't think we have leaky gut. We don't, but we are getting more and more calls for leaky gut, mainly because it's causing a lot of ovary upset. And people are coming in for fertility, but it's ending up being leaky gut. You can fill out as many as 10 of these. It just lets the computer know what you're looking for and it'll help you. So save and continue. And we want to bring in a new voice person. So we need to go to waves on desktop. Desktop. Waves on desktop. And in the booklet we give you, it tells you how to set up your desktop and everything. Waves on, there it is. And so there's Teresa. So the genius that built this, it makes it all automatic. So we brought it in and we want to save and continue. Now there's two really wonderful things that are going on here. One is the bio bundles. And if we want to look at digestion, and you said thyroid.
Yes.
So we can look at thyroid. I'm pretty sure we can. Yeah, there. And this goes through everything about thyroid and comes up and tells us that your thyroid also caused your hair to be thin. 3 inches out of 126, you have a 2.4. And down here, I don't know if you can see it, thyroid essentials is 0.2. So it's affecting your hair as well as your thyroid. So we can say hair apparent, it turns green, and these are too low. This is what's causing the hair problem. This is too high. Actin is actually a protein that is in the little hairs in your ears and nose and kidneys. We can also look in a step deeper, what's causing that. These three things, that was also on there. So pretty much the same thing, but this is on its way to happening right now. But you can drill down and dig deeper into what's going on. You can also look at a summary of what's going on at the moment. Long term, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See the purple circles?
Mm-hmm.
So predictive, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and current. Oh, your stuff is current that we need to look at. So we need to look between 100 and 500 cycles per second. We can look at your summary. Do you have muscle cramps? This has 25% here telling us you have muscle cramps. And what could we do about it? So let's look at musculoskeletal, and looks like muscle cramps ought to be there. And this is what's Flexeril. That's a pill. So sometimes that's not enough oxygen. Sometimes it's not enough water. So we'd have to
drink tons of water.
We'd have to dig deeper with that. The fun thing that I like about all this is to go to evaluations and say, I want a new evaluation. And we said, in your case, you want to look at 100 to 500. And we teach you in class what to look for. We'd look for this one, it's open, and it means that it's active. And this one is high and active. But we can say to the computer, go ahead and pull those. I don't want to do it by hand. You pull the points that you think are important. And so it comes back and it didn't get that one. So I'm going to say click and update it. And I'm going to mark it, since I pulled it, I'm going to mark it with an X. I don't know if at the beginning, if you have, I don't think you have all of these bells and whistles. But it depends on the level you're on. Now this is where I'm going to pick up leaky gut. And it tells me you have 10 hits, 11% of the database. Let's add thyroid to that. I don't think thyroid can cause leaky gut. But see how easy this is? When you take the course, if you're a professional, you can come into the course with an assistant. I want thyroid on there. And they can do all of this little nitty gritty stuff. H-Y, oh, I misspelled it. This thing is really grouchy. P-H-Y-R, about spelling. I don't blame it. I think it's great. 20 hits on thyroid. So your thyroid is much more of an issue than the leaky gut. So we can say both of these, and it found those two. We're going to say okay. Now from here, even with minimal input, when you go onto the portal, it's in the beginning, it's like $20 a month. It is so inexpensive, and they give you 2 databases to start with, nutrition and muscles. You can start a business right there, but look at what it does. Oh, I forget to save. Save. So we can go in here. Okay, why won't it let me make my reports? I'm going to say save and close. And then come back and open it again, because I kind of got stuck. Evaluation report with Vocal Print. So it's going to give us right now a report. Look, less than 5 minutes, 3 pages. That's not very much. but we're going to look at it. And it's telling us here that your thyroid tropin is our lowest low. Adenyl cyclase is the highest high, and that makes you very sensitive. We don't know why, but we just found with psychic people mainly that adenyl cyclase, the higher it is, the more sensitive they are to environmental toxins, to other people, to smells. So you can either bind this up and send it to somebody, and there's your mucin for your gut. When mucin is highest high, it may be that it's not working. So let's go look at the pages. The print, I'm going to do it this way and open it, because this binds it so you can put it right in an email and send it to somebody. So click. What I like about this is that it will give you instructions on how to read everything. You don't have to do, you punch in some buttons. You don't have to do much at all to set up a bioacoustic center for your family or yourself. And here it tells us this is your #1 issue. Your thyroid tropin, thyroid stimulating hormone, is a gene and it's the lowest low. And we'd have to look and see, do we want to stimulate that gene? If your thyroid's been taken out, do we really want to beat a dead horse kind of thing? Or do we want to do something else? And we talked to you about diet, like getting off broccoli and all those things that take up your thyroid. But there's #2s, that's your #2 issue. #3, converting enzymes, usually that's done by selenium, synthetic hormones. I don't see a lot here about leaky gut. This mucin is the only thing. Well, lactoferrin, it says, may improve health of an intestinal wall, and you can probably buy both of those. Mucin is in those 2 products that I showed.
Okay.
So you can click on anything here and it will take you to a resource so you can see really what you want to be doing. Does not exist, okay? But the guru for the website put in so many issues for research that you don't have to do much but punch some buttons there either. And you can tell your client exactly what's going on. So in your case, we have the thyroid is much more important as an issue than the leaky gut. Let's go back to, this looks like a little stoplight to me. And this gives you a list, whatever you have decided to put in your cache of stuff, and gives you a score. This is diet, a bio diet, ultimate diet, fat switch. I don't think lipoedema is here. Autism, and this is about not only emotions, but it's about a lot of biochemistry and digestive issues. And it also gives you the notes. So we're looking at D, liver, G, working with minerals, C sharp, working with tendons and connective tissue, F, kidneys, PTSD, nerves, so you can see what's going on here. And we can pick whatever has the highest number of hits, literally, or the highest percentage of hits. That's upside down, highest to lowest. Muscle cramps, 62. So we could click muscle cramps and push OK, and it'll give us a report about muscle cramps and tell us what is the issue. Flexeril. Zinc is high and not being used. I don't know what this is. Cyclobenzaprin is low, but we could go look it up and see what it does, what its mechanism of working is, and see, oh, it's another brand of Flexeril. It's a relaxant.
Gabapentin?
Gabapentin sort of does something else. We could go look it up. When you apply to have your vocal print done here, we ask you your medication zone, so we look up similar frequencies. When they do it online for you, they don't ask you much of anything. Give us your print, tell us what you want, and we'll send it out to you. We have, in the past 3 or 4 months, we've probably had 800 or 900 people who had their voice done, and then we followed them up with a print. Did you like that? Do you have any questions? Can we answer anything for you? We invite them to our free classes, and so just kind of encourage them to do this for their family and their community. We have about 15 minutes left. Is there anybody else that would want us to run them through real quick? For thyroid, Teresa, you can check iodine, selenium, and lithium. Anita's a nutritionist, and she's saying, check your iodine. What is the people that makes that really good C iodine? Life Extension makes some really good C iodine.
C is an SEA or the letter C?
SEA.
Oh, because I'm allergic to shellfish, so.
Well, we should check on it first.
I will.
Okay, look up and I see Joan. She hasn't volunteered for anything recently. Let's see if I can make Jane Deere. Okay, I'm going to make you a panelist so you can open your microphone.
And you're done with me?
Yes, unless you have some questions.
Nope.
I will send this to you. Send me your email address so I can send your reports.
Okay, I'll do that now. Thank you very much.
Sherry Edwards at Gmail, SHARRY. And we'll just bind this and send it to you. You should get it this evening. Okay, Jane, can you open your mic? I see it open. Can you talk?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, there's a little bit of a hollow.
It's the computer.
Okay, that's good. I'm going to open up the Audacity and we're going to follow the same steps. So you're going to talk for 30 seconds about why you might have leaky gut, okay?
Okay, well, I have acid reflux. I have a lot of burping. I've had heartburn. And I don't know what else to say. I have quite a lot of issues. I'll put it that way.
Okay, in this case, since we didn't think about it long enough of what we wanted to say, we can pause it. So you have GERD, certain foods, certain time of the day. How long have you had it? Anybody else in your family have it? So go on with that.
Well, I don't have anyone else in my family that's had digestive issues, but I did have my thyroid. I had radioactive iodine on my thyroid, which I believe may have affected my esophagus and, you know, my digestive system, and I'm sure many other things.
Okay, we'll see what comes up. There is so
thank
much of this that has nothing, and that's good because I'm just going to chop them out. But see, I did 42 seconds. Anywhere from 25 to 35 is good. This is too long. And too long is not good. It just makes more work for me.
Okay. What can I do?
No, I'm doing it now. I'm just saying for the other people that are going to be saying things.
In other words, speak continually.
No, you're good. We got enough. We just need to take out these big gaps. But leaky gut is a fierce thing to have, but it's simple to look at and see what's happening to it. It can cause lots of problems, especially belly bloat right after you eat, well, within 2 or 3 hours after you eat. If it's immediately when you're eating, it's probably not leaky gut, because the inflammation would be a different kind of inflammation if it was immediate. So I'm just chopping this stuff out where there's nothing. Let's see if I'm down to 29 seconds. That's great. So save. No, you export as a wave, and it's Jane Deere, like John Deere tractors.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. Okay, so I'm saving it in my waves file. I don't want to kill that, but I did anyway. I want to go up and look for new clients. See how quick this is? And if you don't know their birthday, and we don't like to give them out on the air, we just do 12-12-12. That tells the computer we don't know what the birthday is. Region, what state are you in?
Pennsylvania.
PA, okay, right next door. Save and continue. New voice file, browse. There you are. Click, click, it brings it in. Save and continue. We can do all that other stuff, but we can go directly to it because we're limited in time, directly to a new evaluation. Okay, you have some stuff really low. We're looking at +1, +2, +3, and you have barely touching right there. But -1, -2, -3, and that is a real no-no. That's a -2. That's something you don't have. Might be an enzyme. So let's say pull the points, and there's a lot of different ways we can teach you to pull the points, but this one is the most simple one. And am I happy with it? Yeah, it got these lows. Didn't get this guy right here. But that looks pretty good. We teach you what all these architectures mean. Update the GNS. Save and continue. I'm going to go pick a database, a template. And we have GERD in here too, so we could look at that. Autism metabolites. Well, that's the lowest. Let's turn it up the other way. In sync. This is about diet and brain transmitters, and so GERD. You said thyroid.
Yes, thyroid.
And I want to look at leaky gut. This is a trick that this will tell you. Thyroid is the worst, then leaky gut, then GERD. But GERD, there's only about 6 or 7, well, less than 10 issues. So we say, yeah, I want all of those. This one, you might not want it, but maybe a really important one. So we can say, yes, let's keep that. And we can make our report almost immediately. You can make one for your friends, your family, your neighbors, the first part of this is your instructions. And it's 3 pages, not very much. We could increase the variance and that you learn all that in class. So look at a wider space. And it tells us what's the next page here. HLA-DR. genetic thyroid disorder. So we can click
Huh.
on that. And there it is. This is what's going on with your thyroid. And we would try to discern whether we wanted to keep that low or we want to activate it. We don't know. We'd have to do some research about it. The next thing, high. Let's make a copy of this so you can see what the ranking is. 1 is that HLA and 2 is oats. There, you have an issue with oats?
You mean allergy?
Yep.
I eat tons of oats.
Well, that may be why.
My goodness. My goodness.
Number 3 is calcitonin receptor. Now, you don't want calcitonin to get out of hand because calcitonin regulates the calcium in your system, and that's low. So we would want to give you the frequency for it or find something online that would click or kick that calcitonin in, and I don't think there is something. So we'd have to do it with sound, kick it in with sound.
Well, I have osteoporosis.
Well, that might be part of it. And we can go back and look at osteoporosis too. Cysteine NAC, this is NAC. This is part of, oh look, helps establish mucin. I didn't know that.
Huh.
May improve thyroid function. And it's already high. So we would send you information about what makes cysteine work. What is its sister component? This is called a pastel folder. And it comes with your class, so nutrient assimilation chart. And everything's opening up on another monitor here. So we look at amino acids and look at cysteine, and yours is too high. So we want to look at B6, 12, folate, selenium, that's thyroid related, vitamin E, vital to make taurine and to metabolize coenzyme A. And coenzyme A is part of your Krebs cycle. So we would look at these sister components to see maybe why cysteine is not working well. It's just sitting there being high. One of the other things I like on this, let me get rid of that, and I can't. There it goes. When you are in the portal, there's this awesome piece you can look at. We want to get rid of this and go back here. Close. You can go look at your Krebs cycle, the energy cycle of the body. And anytime, and not in your case, but anytime somebody has cancer, you can use this Krebs map and you can see where the problem is. I think cysteine is over here. Most of the cancer problems are here. But we run a template called Krebs map, and it can tell you where all the issues are here. This is mitochondrial DNA. This is detoxification. This is how the body uses energy in the muscles. This is DNA repletion. And methionine and glutathione is how you use your incoming resources. So we can tell where the problems are almost immediately. And we can tell 2 or 3 years before the body starts to manifest symptoms. So send me your email address and I will send you these reports. Anita also says that she will help interpret reports. Do you want reports sent directly to you, Anita? Is that okay with the two of you, Jane and Teresa?
I'm not sure what you're saying.
Anita says, I think she has Lyme or Epstein-Barr. We're talking about Jane? If T3 is low, she needs selenium. Selenium's from Brazil nuts is the only one I can remember right now. So I will send these to the two of you if you will send me your email address. And I'll also send them to Anita, and you can work with her to solve some of the issues.
Thank you
Okay,
so
let's go.
much.
You are welcome. You have any questions?
Well, I want to learn this so much. I have post-concussion syndrome right now, fusion, things like that. But I want to learn this software.
This is awesome. Go to the sound health options, go to classes, and the guest level and the technician level are online. They put you in touch with the portal. You do your work on the portal punching buttons, and there's gobs of tutorials and videos. You can learn it all on your own time and your own pace, and help other people. I'm going up here. Questions. MSM or methyl. Vanessa is saying this, and it's too little. I can't read it. Methyl sulfamethane destroys glyphosate. Oh, that's awesome to know. Vanessa posted that. Let me see if there's any other questions. Nope, that's the last question. So we hope all of you are hooked. We see this as the medicine of the future because I don't think they're going to treat us well, especially as old people. I'm in my 70s. They're going to begin to ration medications and insulin. They've already threatened it. Or decide you're useful, you're not, you get it, you don't. Or you're on the air. Hey, they hung up.
I'm
When-
still here.
Okay, just somebody dialed into the studio line. I think we are going to be the line of defense for what's coming, because you can look at this and look in the predictive area and see what's coming within 2 or 3 years and stop it. If it's cancer or scleroderma or whatever, we can see it coming, and we can do predictive medicine and protective medicine with nutrients, especially the nutrients that are made with herbs. So the bioacoustic family, I think, is the medicine of the future. Even if they destroy this planet, we don't want to live here anymore, I think we're going to end up going to other planets and inhabit them, just like the English came to America because they wanted to be free. That's coming again, where we need to claim our freedom. And that's not being done right now. Truth and the rule of law, the same for everyone, is not here right now. And that needs to be our shining light out of the dark. And I think bioacoustics helps this happen. Anita, do you have any comment for what I just said about bioacoustics of the future? Okay, and we made this free in the beginning just to see if you're interested in getting your feet wet. And then the next one up, we give you some software to play with. And the next one up, we give you formulas and things to play with. Just that the planets are aligned to that.
Everything's going into Aquarius, Sherry, so the planets are aligned. Right now, things are really nebulous because Neptune is very strong. But the other thing I wanted to say, I think Jane said she had post-concussion. If you've got post-concussion, PQQ, pyroquinolone, is very good. It's actually good for a number of things, but if you look it up, I don't know if it's in our database or not. I was going to send you some information about it.
It is in the database. I just ordered some because you know I rolled my car.
Yes.
And so PQQ, again, I keep forgetting their name. Life Extension has good PQQ. So I'm hoping mine come. My mind's a little foggy although you've heard me rattle on for an hour, my mind is foggy because of the,
Yeah, I think you're doing great. Lion's mane is very good. The niacin, as you know, is very good.
Yes,
I've got a couple of other things I'll send you.
what would you say to the lady who has Lyme's? That's kind of one of his specialties.
Yeah, there are a number of things that you need for Lyme. Up your vitamin D exponentially, up 5 to 10,000 international units a day. Up your vitamin C. Some of the things that are helping to fight COVID are the same as what are helping to fight Lyme. Cistus incanis is a tea that's very good for Lyme. It's funny, I was just making some notes about Lyme a little bit earlier. Japanese knotweed, which is an invasive plant in Canada, but in Europe they actually eat it. But it will actually, it's very helpful at curing Lyme, and you can get the extract for that.
We will try to have all of this up by Friday afternoon. If you want to watch it again, and we'll have up the links. If you want to keep the chat, and there's a lot of good information about the chat. Also, Gay Click wants to know about what's good for Crohn's. We do have a database for Crohn's. How do you find their sounds? That's what we teach you in class. You can see what the sounds are correlated to, like we looked at somebody's and they needed zinc or something. And that gives you that, but you can do that with nutrients. But if you want to do it with sound, like when I rolled my car, the steering went out and it drove itself into a bank. So I didn't really do it, the car did it. I hurt my ankle and my thumb, and we have something called a keynote. And the ankle muscles and the thumb muscles are what's active right now. So those were the stressed muscles, and that's what I hurt. And when the car flipped, you know, I'm inside, I had on a seatbelt for the bottom of my body, but the seatbelt on the top didn't work. And so there I am underneath the steering wheel with my legs up in the seat. And I thought I was standing up, but I was really laying across the seat because the car had tumbled. But I'm great. I was able to see what was going on with my vocal print, and it told me C1 and C3, and that's exactly what went out. So this is awesome stuff. And I hope, my rose-colored wish is there's a BioAcoustics Center in every community so everybody can get the help they need. Okay, go to File at the top, and it says Save Chat Log. So you can save that right on your computer and go back and look at it as a Word document. You can also do the same with questions. Just save question log. And you'll be able to watch it, hear it, look at the links tomorrow. And Jane and Teresa, send me your email and I'll send you your reports right out. Thank you for being here. Anita, thank you for contributing and answering questions. And we'll see you later.
Thank you so much.
And I just say later because you don't say goodbye to family. And people who are interested in this usually become our family. So